It is Friday, so that means another edition of John Brown in your town. And today, John is in New Smyrna Beach and is enjoying the beautiful weather today along the coast. John, I know it's a hard job, but someone's got to do it, right?
I looked at the forecast yesterday and I said we need to be live on the beach coming up on Friday. So we are here live along Flagler Avenue. It's John Brown in your town. Cool moment just a second ago. A family was walking by and a grandfather said, "Hey, look, there's your brick." And one of the girls looked down. She saw her brick right there. Lauren and Sky, they're in town actually from, they said up north. And so they got to see their brick. So it's cool. It has that family feel here. You know, for decades, this has been kind of the locals beach. This is the one where everybody came to get away from it all. But over the past few decades, it seems like everybody's discovered Flagler Avenue, and now more and more people are getting over here. Now, that may be good news for some, but for people who come here to get away, well, they're not all that happy about it. This is actually one of the oldest settlements in the entire country. Some historians say it even predates St. Augustine, but there's a bit of a debate over that, as we're going to learn about later in our history lesson. What we do know is that this town has grown rapidly over the past few years as it tries to hang on to that small town feel. It actually has two distinct hometowns or downtowns. One, which is Flagler, most people know about. The other, Canal, which most people don't. So we have a lot to show you over there today. Another cool event happening this weekend, the Volusia County Balloon Festival. The hot air balloon event begins this evening and it runs all weekend long over at the airport. You can actually do a tethered ride, simply meaning you go up, but your balloon is still tied to the ground. And then the main event is the Balloon Glow After Dark. If you haven't seen an event like this, it's truly amazing. The kids are going to love it, the adults will love it, and the teens, well, they have plenty of backgrounds for social media. And they have much more on their website. You can check out the Volusia County website for there. But as we said earlier, spring break is winding down. We're getting into that summer travel mode. And right now, I mean, everybody wants to come to the beach, right? We looked into some of the condos, and it's kind of tough to get a condo at this point. If you want to come over for a week, some of these condos we found out are booked out all the way through the end of the year. There are a few out there, but the prices have gone way up. But if you just want to come over for the day, enjoy the beach, of course, there's always room for that. The reason why I bring that up, later on in the show today, we're going to take you inside the most expensive condo on the market right now in New Smyrna Beach. This has sunset views and sunrise views. Not many have that, and it is beautiful. You want to make a guess on the price tag on this one? We have that one coming up later on. And of course, this town known for fine dining, and we're taking you on a restaurant tour. We're going to get the story behind Norwood's and why it's built in a treehouse. Yes, we have a lot coming up. It's John Brown in your town. We're in New Smyrna Beach on a Friday right here on Fox 35. We'll be right back.
Well, it is round 2 of the Masters, and we are on Tiger Watch. Tiger Woods teeing off this afternoon. Right now, he is 3 over par, tied for 36th place. He just finished the 12th hole, and he's still trying to make the cut and play this weekend. And I know one guy who's keeping a close eye on that tournament. It's John Brown. He's live in New Smyrna Beach today. So, John, today is the perfect day for some golf or hanging out the bar where you are.
Yeah, well, I came into Breakers because I've been running back and forth from the live shot location in here to keep up on the golf right now. Found my buddy Billy here. All right, who's got a chance of winning this golf the Masters today?
Sheffield looks pretty good right now, but it's awful close. You know, one mistake can cost somebody a lot. You never know.
One mistake. How's Tiger? You think Tiger's got a chance?
You never know. You know, you got 2 more days left yet. You know, he surprised everybody already just by being here.
That's a good point.
You know, and so you never know. You know, everybody's watching this. You know, it's something that people finally have to take their mind off of other things and watch this.
That's exactly right. And here I am getting in your face and talking about talking on TV about it. So Luann, what a perfect spot to come over, watch. There's some baseball. There's Fox 35 right there in front of us. You got golf over there. This is the perfect spot to watch golf because right behind Shiz, our photographer, I can also see the ocean.
Delightful. All right, John, we'll check back with you in just a little bit. Fox 35 News at 5 is coming right back. John Brown is in your town today, New Smyrna Beach. When we go to the beach, many of us choose to go there. But John talked to a lot of people who have moved to the beach full time.
if you're like most people, you probably always wondered what it's like to live at the beach. And if that's not you, then you probably at least look at beautiful condos online, right? So today we found one of the most beautiful ones you're ever going to see. It's at New Smyrna Beach. To give an idea of where we're talking, JB's Fish Camp is about 2 miles just to the south of us. So this is right where you want to be. It's got a beautiful front view. It's got a beautiful back view. And yeah, this place is amazing. Kate Rosenberg is with the NSB Realty team. Kate, good to see you. Thanks for having us here. All right, explain this place first of all, because this is spectacular.
Okay, so here we have a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, oceanfront, and beautiful ocean view unit in the luxurious Tradewind Towers in New Smyrna Beach. This was extensively remodeled in 2019. So everything from the light fixtures, the Cambria course countertops, everything in here is light, bright, airy, and just says, welcome home, you're at the beach.
So a little over 2,000 square feet, but one thing that I've never seen in all the condos I've seen over here is everybody has the balconies facing out towards the beach. This one has 3 balconies. Why?
Well, I mean, it's just another touch of luxury. We have the balcony off of the living room as usual. You have a private balcony off of your master bedroom. And then, of course, we have the sunset balcony and private courtyard for everybody.
All right, we've made our way into the master suite here. Take us through this amazing master bedroom.
Well, I mean, it's oriented around a beautiful view. It has lots of space to accommodate, of course, the king-size bed and the side tables. It also has this neat little art kind of nook where you could put art on display, but it all flows again out to the beautiful ocean view.
Explain New Smyrna Beach living so that people who haven't been over here really get it.
Okay, so New Smyrna Beach is not just a beautiful beach with, you know, your toes in the sand. It also has water and national parks all around it, so there's all sorts of things to do when you come here. And while we have all this beauty and luxury around us, you know, you can still go to dinner, have a gourmet meal, a nice glass of wine, and wear your flip-flops. It's okay in New Smyrna Beach.
And as I said, that one right there is the most expensive condo on the market in New Smyrna Beach right now. We're talking a little under $2 million. Again, it is spectacular. Want to get into the market right now are between $500,000 and $800,000, and that's gone up quite a bit since just a couple of years ago when they said it was normally between 3 and 5. So just like everywhere else in Central Florida, the price has gone up, and just like everywhere else in Central Florida, once they go on the market, they're usually gone by the end of the day, especially the ones that are facing the ocean. Again, it's John Brown in your town. We are in New Smyrna Beach today. We have a lot more still to come right here on a Friday evening on Fox 35.
New Smyrna Beach, John Brown is in your town today. And there's a lot more to that popular beach town than just sun, sand, and surf. John, you're going to give us a history lesson about that beach town tonight.
Well, Luann, as we always do, we try and dig into the history whenever we bring the bring the show to your town. And New Smyrna Beach is certainly loaded with history. It's much too deep to get into in just a show like this. But we're going to go into the name, New Smyrna Beach. You hear people say it different ways all the time. That's Greek to me, literally. Let's explain. We've made our way to the New Smyrna Museum of History. Greg Holbrook is right here. Greg, good to see you. Appreciate you having us out here today.
You too, John.
All right, so I said the name weird outside, Smyrna, but you say that's how you originally said it. Why?
That's right. The settlement that was started here back in 1768 was originally called Smyrna, after the birthplace of the founder of the settlement's wife, Gracia Turnbull, and she had been born in Smyrna, Greece, and so they encouraged her husband to name the settlement after her to pay homage to her.
And like you said, a lot of these old communities, they came up, and then they went away for a number of different reasons. When did New Smyrna Beach, like we know it now, actually become a town or settlement?
You know, it actually formalizes and stabilizes after the Civil War. You see some interaction here in the 1800s, but people don't last here much. They keep getting run out of town. But by 1887, you see the city of New Smyrna incorporate here as we know it today. And it incorporates here on the mainland. When you cross the bridge to the peninsula that we know as New Smyrna Beach today, that was actually Coronado Beach. It was a separate community that was later annexed. And when they annexed that beach area, they changed the name of the community from New Smyrna to New Smyrna Beach to take it all in and encompass it.
Yes, it is fascinating history and so much to take in, from the old sugar mill to the ruins to the fort. I mean, there's a lot that you need to see. If you want to maybe spend a day over here and learn all about the history, it's not all about the beach. You can go over to that history museum and learn a whole lot more. And Luann, there's even something cool over there. There's a museum about surfing. If you want to learn about the history of surfing in this area, they have all that there at the museum as well. Again, John Brown in your town, New Smyrna Beach. I'm going to send it back to you in studio, Lou.
So cool hearing about all that stuff. I'm going to have to check out that museum. John, thank you. And also today, New Smyrna Beach, John Brown is in your town, and the weather, John, out there looks absolutely amazing.
Luann, when I left the Lake Mary studios today, I actually brought a jacket because I was a little chilly, and I thought, I don't know what to expect out here. It's not as windy. I mean, it's really nice. By the way, say hi to all of our friends at Breakers. Hi, Breakers!
Hi, guys!
All of our best friends up there, yeah. So they have it right. They have it right. They have been staring at the ocean for hours here, having their burgers, having their drinks, and a nice breeze and toes in the sand for some of us. So, yeah,
Okay.
Brooks and Lou, it's perfect out here.
That's awesome. That makes me feel like I should be standing next to you. Oh, well, no, I'm kidding. Listen, John, I am glad you're having a good night, but I'm also glad you brought that extra layer because it may cool down a little bit this evening. You see, it's...
Welcome back. It is a beautiful day along the coast tonight, and John Brown is out enjoying the evening in New Smyrna Beach. And it's about dinner time right now, John. You've been checking out some of the restaurants out there, and there are a lot of good ones. I've been there.
Yeah, I did a bit of a restaurant tour over the past couple of weeks, getting to know some of the restaurants, the ins and the outs. So many great restaurants, and you know, a lot of them aren't chains. I mean, for example, where we are right now, of course, you got the Breakers over there, you have Ocean Breeze, you have Krabby's, which just opened last September. That's just right here. But one of the places that's iconic, it's a restaurant in a tree house. Let's take you inside. One of the most iconic restaurants in all of New Smyrna Beach, of course, is Norwood's. It's the one that has the tree houses, largely because of this huge oak tree. Let's get the history behind this place. Rebecca joins us now. Hey, Rebecca, good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, so how long has Norwood's been here?
Norwood's opened originally in 1946.
That's got to be one of the oldest, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And your family owns it now. So tell us the story of the treehouse. How did this restaurant become like this?
So my father bought the Norwoods from the last owners in the 80s. So he's been here ever since, and we always really like to capture the history of not only New Smyrna, but of Norwoods in particular. And this big oak tree was always out front of all of the old photos of the building. And so we originally started with a really small idea where we wanted it to be just a viewing platform. And then, you know, all of us talked about it, and then it became, okay, let's put a table up there, and then just grew into this huge idea of this giant bar and where we could have just a lot of fun, and just really made it into this really special place.
Now, we got the history of the place, but I love finding out little nuggets that other people may not know. Your mom told us before we came up here, there's actually kind of a hidden bar now, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about the hidden bar.
So our newest bar is called the Roots Bar, so like the roots of a tree, and that is underneath the treehouse, and it's our kind of high-end whiskey bar, and it's kind of a nice little corner that some people sneak right on by and don't realize is there.
Yeah, so many cool restaurants over here. We're going to take you inside another one coming up in just a bit. We're going to cross the drawbridge over to Coronado Island by the Yacht Club. That's right, we are going to go to Outriggers, and they have a claim. They say they have the freshest seafood on the planet. How can they claim that? Well, stuff that's caught right out there ends up right over there the same day. That's pretty fresh. So more of our restaurant tour coming up in the 6 o'clock hour. John Brown in your town in New Smyrna Beach. Lou, I'm going to send it back into you.
All right, yeah, that's freshy fresh. Well, it is Friday, so you know what that means. It's another John Brown in your town. And tonight, John has made his way to New Smyrna Beach, which is a popular place for spring breakers and a hot vacation spot. So, John, one thing that a lot of people are talking about right now is the fallout from spring break. You talked to a lot of city leaders about that issue, especially with summer right around the corner. So what did they tell you?
Yeah, well, I talked to a lot of city leaders, I talked to police, I talked to a lot of the businesses up and down Flagler Avenue, and it was a big deal. We've all heard the stories by now, right? You had a bunch of 14, 15, 16-year-olds who were being dropped off, and they were just roaming around town, jumping on cars, blocking traffic, and so that's why they had to put that curfew into place. The curfew is 18 and under, so minors have to be off the streets by 11 o'clock, and that's still in effect. When they put that into effect, Luann, it was a 60-day ordinance. And so what we're hearing now is it doesn't seem that there's a big effort or a big push to extend that ordinance, so it's set to expire on May 15th. So they're kind of wait and see what happens this summer to know if they need to put that back in place. But some of the city leaders I spoke with said that this was never meant to be a permanent solution, just to calm things down and see where we go from there.
Yeah, John, and I know some people are saying the fix to this problem is to hold parents accountable. So explain to us how that would work.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing that a lot of city leaders have told me and a lot of business owners have said is if you want to stop this, when you're talking about 14 and 15-year-olds, you need to hold the parents accountable, because there's no reason why the parents in this case should drop the kids off or get them hotel rooms here. And some people told me there were 20 kids in some of these hotel rooms that are designed for 4 people. Well, that's a recipe for disaster. So one of the things that's been floated is that you hold the parents accountable for what might happen here. I got the wording here. I talked to our Fox 35 legal expert. He sent me the parental liability law, which you can find on findlaw.com, and it says parents may be liable for negligent or criminal acts of their children, beginning when their children are 8 to 10 and ending at the age of about 18, or majority. That means parents can be subject to lawsuits or criminal sanctions if their children commit crimes or also cause injuries or property damage to a third party. Simply meaning, if you put in a penalty, thousands of dollars, right, and say the parents are responsible, one of the business owners says that will shut it off immediately, because if you're a parent and you think your child comes over here and damages a car or does property damage and you're on the hook for that, well, that's going to stop it quickly. But there's a lot on the line, so they're going to kind of see how it goes and maybe reinstitute it once it comes back around next spring break. But they calmed it down, and it's not too bad right now, but they're going to wait and see where it goes from here.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, because if you have a minor child, you are responsible for what they do as a parent. So, John, you have been out there all day long. You have a lot more in store for us. Tell us what's coming up from New Smyrna Beach this hour.
Yeah. So we were talking about the restaurant tour, we're talking about the history, but one of the cool things here about New Smyrna Beach is a lot of people don't realize there are 2 distinct downtown areas. We all know about Flagler Beach. That's where all the shops are that you may come to when you go to the beach, but there's also the Canal Business District, and so we're going to take you over there so you can learn a little bit more about that part of town, because not many towns can say they have 2 downtowns. And we're also going to head over by the Yacht Club. We're going to go over on Coronado Island to find out more about one of the restaurants over there. It's Outriggers. It's all a part of John Brown in your town today. New Smyrna Beach on a Friday afternoon.
New Smyrna Beach, John Brown is in your town on this Friday afternoon. So, John, the weather out there is just perfect for you.
Yeah, Luann, we decided to give you a different perspective of New Smyrna Beach. We've made our way. A lot of people know Wildside. It's been here right on Flagler Avenue for decades. That's on the first floor. Ocean Breeze is upstairs. Why do they call it Ocean Breeze? Well, that's a pretty stupid question. Look at that. What a beautiful view. But they're getting ready to do something really neat here in just a second. We're going to wander through here. Hey, guys, good to see you all. Penn State shirt. Hi, guys. Good to see you. A couple of guys here that I met earlier. Good to see you guys. Hey. Good to see you. You'll see them later in the show, by the way. Okay, what they're getting ready to do is they always talk about needing more restaurants here in New Smyrna Beach. The top of Wildside, they tell me, they're getting ready to blow that off. And that's all going to be restaurant at some point. Even more beachfront dining. So you got Krabby's down there, but all of this on top is going to be the brand new restaurant. So if you haven't made it up here yet, and look at this, right on cue. Brooks, you know how I roll. Luann, you know how I roll. Anytime I walk up to the bar, this guy's from Alaska, by the way, right here. There's a margarita waiting for me. You ready, sir? You got it, yeah. So here we are with some of our best friends. Hey, guys. I make friends. They make margaritas. We go well together. So, Brooks, let's find out about this perfect forecast, because it doesn't get any better than this over here at the beach.
No, John, you never let us down. Listen, the only margarita I've got is on my tie. If you can zoom in, I've got margaritas in your honor on my tie. There's about 500 of them. So, hey, I'm there in spirit with you, John. Thank you very much for that. And if you're going to the beach...
Welcome back to John Brown in your town. Today we're in New Smyrna Beach. A lot of people don't realize this city more or less has two downtowns. We all know about Flagler Avenue over on the beach. We're on Canal Street. Some people may know about Corkscrew. It's a beautiful restaurant here on Canal. So you may not know everything that this part of town has to offer though. We have Liz Jones. She is the president of, let me get it right, the Canal Street Historic Business District, right?
That's right.
Thanks for putting up the sign. Liz, good to see you. Appreciate you having us here. You also own a shop here, Nature and Beauty. Tell us about this part of town.
It's been a hidden little gem. We absolutely love this street. It is full of lovely shops, wonderful restaurants, and actually quite a few galleries. And every first Saturday of the month, we have this art stroll gallery walk, and it's just a real fun day.
Why do you think it's such a hidden gem?
Well, you know, for many years, the street, it was kind of an up and down situation with the economy, different things going on. And then finally, it just took hold. And now it's staying on pace. We're doing great over here.
In the intro to you, I said everybody knows about Flagler Avenue. Of course, everybody goes over there, right? What's the biggest difference in the vibe between Flagler Avenue and Canal Street?
I think it's very family friendly. A lot of locals, people who want maybe more of a quiet stroll down the street, you know, choosing their favorite restaurant. It is a little different than Flagler.
All right, so you encourage everybody to come over here. Where can they find out more information about this part of town?
You can go on our website. You can actually go on the city website or the Canal Street Historic website, and that's canalstreetnsb.com.
All right. Thank you so much. Good to have it. Thanks for having us out of here today. We appreciate it. All right. So again, if you want to check it out, it's a wonderful part of town. I mean, how many towns have two downtowns you can check out? If you only go to Flagler, you're only seeing the half of it. It's John Brown in your town in New Smyrna Beach. We're going to send it back to you guys in studio.
All right, John, thank you. Still ahead tonight at New Smyrna Beach. John Brown is in your town on this Friday. And John, I hear people are flipping out over this beautiful weather we're having.
It's Luann. It's a beautiful day. Ah, I'm in the bunker again. I'm in the bunker again. I'm going to go across the water hazard because Tiger could do this. Better not. I don't know if that's legal or not. I don't know if you can actually practice your short game. How about that? That's pretty cool. Right on cue. Well, Luann said it, so I guess we have to make it true. Jaden from Edgewater, Luann said you're going to flip over the forecast. Oh, yeah. Nice work, young lady. Nice work. See, Lou, you ask, and it happens.
You
just
deliver
like that.
all the time, John.
Head over heels in love with the weather.
Sit out here all day, make new friends, have a good time out here. But I guess we better find out if the entire weekend is going to stick around just like this. Hey, Brooks, you know, we've made the joke ever since we started this show, John Brown in your town. You've been out here with me. Every day we show up, it's sunny and about 80. And today, sunny and just about 80 here at New Smyrna Beach. So our string continues for just about anything you want to do.
That's how we do it, John. Don't worry. If you hit that ball, I'll just tell the authorities it was golf ball size hail. Nope.
Welcome back to John Brown in your town. We have taken you all over New Smyrna Beach today, from up around Minorca down to JB's Fish Camp, here on Flagler Avenue over to Canal Street. And now we're going to cross the drawbridge to give you a look at some of the freshest seafood. We're heading over to Outriggers. Next stop, Coronado Island here in New Smyrna Beach. You got beautiful boats, lots of fresh seafood coming in, and we have Outriggers. Jim Rushing joins us now. Hey, Jim, good to see you.
Hey, John, good to see you.
All right, so if you haven't been to this place, tell us about this restaurant, what makes it so iconic.
Well, here at Outriggers Tiki Bar and Grill, we're blessed to have not only the amazing scenery that we have, the amazing fisheries that we have local, we have the permit to be able to purchase fish directly off of our commercial fishermen.
So anything that comes off these boats right here, you guys can get right here.
Not all of them, but yeah, we do have some that have commercial permits. We get everything from snowy grouper, my personal favorite, lionfish, dive caught mangrove snappers, you name it, we get the freshest.
The freshest of the fresh right here. The one thing I've heard from so many people is it's gotten kind of hectic sometimes down at some of the restaurants like where we were broadcasting. You guys have a complete different vibe over here. Explain the vibe of this place.
Well, we are a little bit of a getaway. We don't see the crashing waves of the ocean. We've got the peaceful serenity and the diving dolphins here in the Indian River Lagoon.
I'm going to stop you right there because what is that she has right there walking by?
Looks like our key lime colada.
That's a what? Say it again?
Key lime colada. It's frozen pina colada, if you will, made with our rum that a local distillery, Sugarworks Distillery, makes for us. Outriggers Tiki rum. 3 different kinds of it, by the way.
Okay, so fresh fish, nice rum, I think we're good. I don't think there's anything else we need to know. Jim, thanks, man. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. All right, so there's your restaurant tour. So we're going to send it back into you guys, and you know how it is. Every time I bring John Brown in your town, I got to go try the fresh drinks. So that's where I'm heading. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
I keep hearing a theme here every Friday. Brooks, you too? A lot of drinking going on. Well, this is a live look outside in downtown Orlando. You are watching the Fox 35 News Edge, Central Florida's only local newscast at 6:30. We're coming right back. And we're checking in one last time with John Brown live in New Smyrna Beach. Hey, John.
Hey, Lou, it has been a perfect day over here in New Smyrna Beach. Thanks again for having us out here today. We've shown you all the restaurants to see, a little history tour, and all sorts of things. And we're going to post the show once again on our website so you can check it out. And if you want us to come visit your town, John Brown in your town, email me, john.brown@fox.com. So we're out of time, so let's give you one more look. There you go. Hopefully you can get out and enjoy a little bit of this weekend. Have a great Friday, Central Florida.